recording. Let's see, today is the 25th of October. It's exciting times right now. At least I feel like.
Yeah, well, I agree.
Because that shouldn't be.
Let's see. All right. So we've got a lot to talk about tonight. Obviously, just coming back from leadership, there's no way I can do a call on everything that was brought up, that was embedded in me and that I experienced and all that. There's no way to do it in a 45-minute call. So I'm not going to attempt it. I can't even talk, so definitely can't. But I'm going to try to give a little bit of nuggets, and also going to share some videos throughout the next week or so of some of the keynote speakers that we can share, that sort of thing, in the team page, so you all can kind of experience that part of it. But before we get started, I wanted to recognize our top producers for the week in volume. It's always exciting because, again, you know, it's not all about the Success Club points. It's not all about, I guess, the points in general. It's about people that you're helping, the people that you are, you know, hooking up with a fitness program or a supplement, or just being there for them. And so sometimes our Success Club points don't reflect what we're actually doing. So volume does, and that volume seems like a not very personal word, but it is reflecting a lot. So Heather Wilson is at 410. 410. That girl is a rock star. She is just on a mission to help everyone around her. She's just crazy good, obviously. Terry Budd makes it a point, I swear, every week to somehow get on the top volume. She's at 285, just awesome, 285. And Billy Porta, you are at 270, so rock on, rock star. That is awesome. You look surprised, but
It's okay.
So that's super awesome. And what's even going to be even more awesome is when our new program comes out, because volume is going to be insane, because so many people want to try this program, and it's just a matter of getting it out there and telling people about it and sharing, you know, how excited you are about it, and just talking about it nonstop, because that's how it's going to get out there. And second on the announcements is Super Saturday is either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday in your area. And if you can get to one, please make it a point. It's the events that you get to that really change your business, that really change you as a coach from the inside out. And just being around other coaches really lights your fire, really just changes so much up here and right here, and, you know, hearing other success stories and just talking to other coaches. It's just one of those things you have to do. So if you can, Super Saturday, seriously, if you need help finding one, post in the team page. There's probably one within about 30 minutes, an hour from you, depending on where you are. Again, if you want to really do something with this business, you have to get to the events. And just saying that, I mean, just coming from this leadership event, I can't even put into words being around other coaches who really get it and have a mission to really change lives and really create this business of freedom and all that it has, and being around the trainers who are just sitting around literally just ready to talk to you. I had to talk to Jericho Saturday night for, I can't even tell you how long. It was the coolest thing ever, and it was just normal conversation. It was like, she's a normal person, even though she's kind of not a normal person, but she's a normal person. And just sitting there, and like, she was interested in talking, like she wanted to talk, and I was like, let's just hang out, and finally I was like, I feel like I'm hogging you. And she's like, no, this is what I'm here for. And it was just incredible. Obviously Autumn was stalking me the whole time. She kept running into me. It was crazy. Seriously, every time I turn around, I'm like, hey, Autumn, can you take another picture? So anyway, these events, if you can get to them, just getting photographs for one, that people are like, oh, wow, this is a serious thing, so get there. Also, next year, the leadership event will be in Las Vegas at Aria Resort, which is going to be crazy, insane. So there's no reason why every single person on this call can't be there, right? I don't know exactly the qualifications yet. I don't know that they've released them, but this past year was a certain amount of elite points. You have to be 5-star or above, and then you had to hold that rank in July and August. So it's not always a lifetime rank you have to maintain, which, can be stressful at times, but there's no reason why every single person on this call cannot be there. I want every single one of you with me next year because it's so awesome, and I know that it would change everything. But so do Super Saturdays, and so do summits, and so do Success Club trips, and all that good stuff. So get to events, seriously. Okay, so the whole buzz right now is Court of Force, obviously, and I really am excited about doing this test group versus necessarily just, we'll do a challenge group for those who aren't going to be super serious. But here's the thing. We run challenge groups all the time, right? And how many people really stick 100% to the program, 100% to the meal plan and their shake, and then this performance line, which maximizes your results? People fall off. I'm like, oh, it's okay. You're human. Test group does not do that. They sign paperwork and they say, I will follow this. I'm in a contract with you and I will follow this to a T. And what happens? They get the most amazing results. We see the before and after pictures, right? And it's because they have signed something in agreement and say, I will not cheat. I will not, decide to eat that s'more and that chocolate chip cookie and that, whatever. Granted, we know, like the 21 Day Fix, you can have your treats and still be on the plan. So it's not like you can't not eat what you want, right? You just have to make it within your container thing. And it's the same concept with Court of Force. There's a little bit of a variation with some of the food once you're in week 2 or 3, I think, because the workouts are more intensive, so they give you more food, as if we need more food, but it's a little bit of a variation. So the whole point of a lot of leadership, hold on, mute audio, was we are a results-based business, right? We're not going to succeed if we don't help people succeed, right? So I'm so guilty of this, being, oh, it's okay, guys, it's okay, la, la, la. When we really sometimes need to give our challengers some tough love and say, do you really want results? Because if you do, you're going to follow this program, and I'm going to be that person that's going to tell you when you're falling off, get back up, and it's time to get back up right now, not a whole week, So this test group is going to be for us coaches to really show that these programs with the meal plan, with our shake and performance line, really, really work. We know they work, but we fall off too. So it's time for us to get super serious. 30 days, guys. It's 30 days. That's all this program is. It's not a whole year of being super whatever. Okay, Thanksgiving does fall in to this group. So obviously Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving, right? Do what you want. It's Thanksgiving. But there's a way to make Thanksgiving, you can still have your turkey and you can have a potato and, you still can do it, but whatever. The whole point of the test group, and it's so funny, I kept getting messages, well, what is Charlene doing? I'm like, the same thing we're going to do, right? Because how many people were like, I want to be a part of the test group. I want to be a part of the test group. Well, guess what? A test group is doing it, really and truly doing what we say we're going to do, and that's change our lives, change our challengers' lives, and that's doing the program to a T. So that's why I'm so excited to really, really dig into this program, because like if you saw my live video earlier today, this sort of program changes you inside and out. It really does. I mean, it brings out the inner demons almost that you have, that you like are battling in your head, and like insecurities that you have or negative things that you have, and you get them out. Like if you have frustrations, you get them out, because you're punching, you're kicking, you're doing all this stuff to release all this stuff. And like Jericho said, she said, you know, the test group had great results, but the inside, they had so many breakthroughs, and I'm really excited about that part of it too, because I know we all have our issues and our things that we need help with, and I think this program is going to be that for so many people. So not only are we going to get our challengers results physically, we're going to get our challengers like results that are going to change their emotional life, their everything. So I'm so excited about that. You know, our mission really and truly, yes, is to build an amazing business, but it really and truly is to get people results. And that's what this whole mission is. And sometimes we chase these sparkly objects, and we try to chase the carrot that's going to get us to this and that and this. But really and truly, at the end of the day, guys, we signed up for something that's to change people's lives, and we have it in our lap. And it's time to really, really dig into it with this program, right? So can you tell them fired up? Because I'm so fired up. So it's funny because Carl did a video, and well, obviously there were lots of different, you know, speeches and stuff. He didn't do a video, somebody recorded him talking, but it was network marketing companies in general. He had spoken at a network marketing convention where there were all these different network marketing companies, and it was all about what's inside the box. Let's sell what's inside the box, because if we sell what's inside the box, we make some money. And then we get our friends to sell what's inside the box. And then, you know, it trickled down effect, and all of a sudden, everybody wants to sell this box. And then one day somebody says, well, what's inside the box? And the person says, I don't know. I don't care. I don't know what's inside the box. We just have to sell what's inside the box, right? That's not what we're about. We don't sell a widget that's in a box. We have a solution in a box, right? And I was going to do the video. I was going to share the 12-minute video that Carl was recorded, but I can just post it in the team page, so I'm not taking up your time with something that you can watch later. But it was so true that, I mean, I'm not dogging other network marketing companies. I love network marketing. You know, I'm fascinated with the business model. I think it's amazing. It changes so many lives. But so many other companies have things that are not changing lives. They're making people be pretty, or they're making people, I don't know. You know what I'm saying, right? Our company is so different, and the fact that, you know, it is a solution to so many problems. Every single one of us on this call has had some sort of transformation with our products, right? I mean, I'm looking at all of you, and I'm seeing you guys. All of us have had a life-changing experience because we've decided to do this. So our product inside the box, when people say, well, what's inside the box? We know what's inside that box, right? So this is something we need to be sharing like crazy. And, you know, in my live video I did earlier, I was like, you know, yeah, the holidays are coming up, but Thanksgiving is one day in November. It's not the whole month. Thanksgiving is not November, right? Okay, so we got to get that out there to people that, yes, we're going to celebrate Thanksgiving, but that's not the entire month. So there's no reason why we can't get started with the program, and like by the end of the year, not have a New Year's resolution, but an in-year resolution. Let's have our in-year resolution, and so when the new year comes, we're not worried about, you know, getting where everybody else is wanting to be, because we're already on our way. So just sharing that with people, I think is really, really a message that we get so caught up with the holidays, and it's okay to have fun and celebrate, but there's only a couple days within the couple months that we really have, you know what I'm saying? Like, so getting that message out there. So this wasn't even like part of leadership. So I know I'm getting off on a tangent. But I do, okay, so we're going to be inviting people, right? We're going to be talking to people most likely about our quarter fours test group or challenge group, whatever you're doing. And sometimes we get stuck on what do we say? What do we talk about? Who do we talk to? And one of Miguel, what's his last name? Miguel, he's a Canadian coach.
Carrasco.
Yes. He did a presentation which I thought was really, really, it's like tangible stuff you can use, not just fluff me, motivate you, and try to inspire you to do things. This was actual stuff that when you're talking to people, you can use. And it's really, really, really awesome. I'm going to do a screen share and go over kind of the slides that he shared. I thought they were really, really good when you're talking to people. This is going to give you tools to use, when we're talking about, we need to talk to people and invite them. But what do we say? What happens when they say, I want to do that program? And then we're like, here's the link. No, that's not what we do. We talk to people. And I'm going to share with these slides and kind of go over kind of what he said. And I think they're gold. So hopefully they're in the right order. I'm not really good like on PowerPoint or anything like that. So they're just going to be individual slides. But so what happens when someone messages you and says, what is this quarter fours program, or what is this challenge group you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. So this is the time when you have literally like your first 10 seconds to make a good impression. So if you're in a bad mood, if you are not on good terms during that time where somebody messages you, you do not have to respond right then, right? You need to make sure that you're in a good mood, that you've done your personal development, maybe whatever, and you're smiling, right? So the first 10 seconds to make a great impression when somebody messages you about your challenge or whatever, take a deep breath, right? And smile. And they may not see your face, but smile, right? Feel good. And then again, if now's not the time for you, maybe you're busy or maybe they're busy, just say, hey, I'm so excited that you reached out to me. And you can even do this in a voice memo and so they can hear your voice. I'm so excited that you are looking forward to this challenge group. I am a Beachbody coach and I'm, all about helping people get to their goals. I'm actually about to run into a meeting right now, but I'm free at XYZ. Does that work for you? So we can have a chat or whatever. So again, just going into the conversation with a positive outlook, a positive mindset, and smile, right? Because sometimes that first 10 seconds of talking to them, they're making their decision right then and there if they're joining you on their challenge or coaching or whatever it is you're talking about. They're making the decision in that first 10 seconds, whether you know it or not. So make sure it's a good impression. And I thought that was priceless, all right? So that was his first slide. Second one, all right. So when they say, I want to know a little bit more about this challenge group, you need to kind of find out more about them, right? You can't just say, well, and then them go, you need to talk to them and ask them questions. So can you tell me a little bit more about you and your health and fitness goals? I want to make sure before we go into the conversation of this challenge group, can you tell me a little bit more about you? Why did you reach out to me anyway? I'd like to know. Have you tried to lose weight before? All these questions right here are fantastic questions. What does your daily routine look like? Are you already active? Do you drink a lot of coffee? Do you like energy through the day? These are just questions to ask people to make sure that you know them before you know what they need before you prescribe. You don't want to go to the doctor and then tell them, I've got a headache, and the doctor just assumes you've got diabetes, right? He or she has to ask you a lot of questions and get diagnosed before they give you something. So find out about the person before you give them something, right? Which it makes sense, but sometimes we want to jump to the chase. We want to chase that carrot. Give me the challenge pack sale. Here's the link. But no. How many times does that work? 5%, maybe if we're lucky. Okay. So this is gold. Make sure you know to ask these questions. And whatever questions feel right. It doesn't have to be these questions, right? But just show you care when you're talking to the person. So the next slide, again, these are the same kind of questions. What does your daily routine look like? Do you work 9 to 5? Do you, did you go to the gym at one point in time? Why did you quit? You know, just asking questions, finding out a lot about the person. And then again, however the conversation is going, if they mention they have done Beachbody before, ask them, you know, why they didn't get results. Do you think, you know, you fell off for a reason, blah, 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 blah. Just asking legitimate, heartfelt questions showing that you care. All right. So listening again, they will tell you what they want, right? They're going to say, I need to lose 30 pounds. I need more energy. I need to get off my medication. I need what? They're going to tell you, listen, if you have to write it down, put it, you know, however you need to put it somewhere so that you know why this person wants to do this challenge. And they wouldn't have reached out to you if they didn't want or need something. So this is when you're going to start telling your story. You're going to paint the picture of, you know, how their life can be because of how your life has changed because of doing whatever program. And this is going to like debunk objections whenever you're telling your story. So this is kind of what I had said. I have a couple of different stories because I have different times where I've done different programs, but I went to write it down and say, you know, my story is when I first started wanting to get in shape, I spent like $300 on a gym membership with no trainer. It was just a gym membership, right? Nobody told me what to do. I bought the membership. Nobody was going to motivate me. Nobody was going to, you know, whatever. I thought I was eating healthy, so I went to the store, bought a bazillion groceries, but I was eating in wrong portions. I was eating lots of pasta and, you know, whatever. Still healthy wheat pasta, but I was eating 5 yellows, right? So that, and then, which led to low energy and a lot of heartburn and a lot of not feeling good and lethargic. But when I found Beachbody, I had a workout program with a trainer telling me what to do every single day. And then I was introduced to a portion control meal plan that told me exactly what to eat. And then I found a meal replacement that gave me energy and helped me with weight loss and my digestion. And I got all of that for $140. That's right, I did. $140. That gym membership was $300, right? So Miguel went to say that when he started, he had watched the P90X infomercial where you bought the program, the handstands, the everything you can possibly think of, and it was like $800, right? And he didn't think twice about it because he needed to lose weight and he whatever. So he told that story and then goes, but guess what? Now I get all of this for 164 Canadian dollars. Is that crazy? Yeah. So think about what your story is, and when you're listening to the customer, kind of repaint the picture of how their situation matches yours so they see a mirror, right? They see, oh, she felt the same way I did. She did this, and now she got the results by what XYZ. So just listening, repainting the picture of how their life can be because how your life changed as well. I think that's really powerful, right? They're coming to you for a reason because they feel like they can get something from what you're offering. So these are some more tips. Again, tell about how Shakeology has benefited you, what your favorite flavor is, your favorite workout, your experience, and that sort of thing. So tell them how your life changed and how great you feel now. All right. I hope this stuff's helping. All right. So turn their wish into their goal. So if you talk to the person, they said, I need to lose, I'm saying 30 pounds over the next few months. Is there a reason why you need to lose the 30 pounds? I'm just curious to why, you know, what's happening in the next few months that you need to. And they're going to tell you, I'm going to Jamaica, or I need to go back to the doctor. and when I go back to the doctor, I need to be 30 pounds lighter, whatever the reason is, you need to find that goal out and then reiterate that this can help. We know it can, right? So turn their wish into their goal. Then, again, you mentioned you wanted to learn XYZ. Why is that important? There's a reason why it's important. These are just asking questions, guys. They're asking the right questions, because if you're not asking the questions, they're gonna go, okay, never mind, this isn't something for me, right? Mm-hmm. Until they know the importance and that you can help them. So you mentioned that you're excited to get going. What time, why is now the best time for you to start? They'll tell you again. And this is where you close the quote-unquote sale. This is when you tell them if you're thinking they need to do quarter force or whatever program. I have a program I think it's going to be right for you. Can I send you a quick video to show you what exactly it's about? And then if I can provide you with 30-pound weight loss, getting off your medications, is this something that you think you could stick with right now and start right now, right? Simple question. And then they're probably going to come back after all of that because they're like, yeah, what do I need to do? And then just basically, this is where he says, good, okay, well, I'm going to send you, send me a message when you've completed the order. Tell them, send me a message when you're done completing the order. Here's the link. So you didn't just say, here's the link as soon as they asked about the program. You went through all of that. Is it worth it to go through all of that? Yes, because you're going to find out about the person. You're going to ask the right questions. They're going to be confident in you. They're going to be confident in that this is going to work. And then they're going to be like, okay, where do I sign, right? So I thought that was really, really simple stuff, but it's real tangible stuff that you can use when you're talking to people. So I hope that helped. That was just one of the presentations out of the whole weekend. There, again, are maybe 12. But I thought that one was really, really, not a lot of fluff. It's actually stuff you can use. So that is that for that. And again, I'll post the other videos that the other coaches, there was creating like great challenge groups. There were, let's see, let me find all the different topics. Okay, finding the joy in the business. Because sometimes we will lose our luster sometimes, right? When things aren't going our way. That happens. We're normal. We're human. We're not always, oh my God, coaching's amazing. It's so wonderful. And rainbows and butterflies are flying around, right? Probably not. And if that's you, then I want whatever you have, because I don't have that. I love it, yes, but there are hardships, and it is difficult, and it's challenging, right? And if it wasn't all of those things, then everybody would be doing it, right? But we love it because of a certain reason. So we need to hold on to that joy, right? And especially now, it's, October, November, it's a very difficult time. It's challenging. People are not ready. They're looking forward to the holidays. But this is when we stand up and say, we're not pushing on the brake. We are pushing forward, because we especially have something really awesome coming up now. It's going to change so many lives, as well as our own. So no break here. Like, I'm pushing like hardcore. Let's do this, right? I did the Miguel presentation, although you can listen to it as well. Jessica Nelson did successful challenge groups, and Brigitta Linford did creating loyal customers and sip on the gas hard. I thought she said brake hard at first, and I'm like, no. Brigitta Linford did creating loyal customers and coaches. Melissa McAllister did a great video on onboarding coaches, which I want to start implementing soon, because I think it's really obviously important once we bring people on to, hi, Princess. Hi. that is really important to bring them on right. And I feel like that's one thing that I really need to work on. And there's an email system that she uses that I think is really, really cool. And I can't remember what it is on the top of my head, but just getting, not necessarily always you're putting people into our group training, but also providing an email service so that they're getting that as well. So I want to implement that soon. Obviously, it's going to take some time to figure that all out. But and then there was some compliance, which is not sexy, not fun, so you don't really care about that. Melanie Mitro did, now I don't see her video, but it's somewhere in here. She did something really good, obviously. I mean, Melanie is top coach, obviously, for a reason. And there were a few more, but, you leave the event and you're like, oh my God, brain explosion, so inspired, so motivated, so excited. Again, we're such a baby company. It's so crazy. Oh, there was an awesome slide. Where is it? Okay, so it was showing network marketing companies and the trends of how they bring in income or whatever. And there's a lot of this, like Herbalife, Avon, you name it, whatever. And the trends were like this. And then there was Team Beachbody. You got the only one on this graph. There may be another one. I don't know. But it was like this. Right? That's amazing. That is amazing. That's just saying that we are in the right place at the right time, right? And we're still a baby company. We're still, when you think about Mary Kay, Avon, Tupperware, how long have they been? 50 years, right? And we're like in the network, maybe right at 10 for the founding coaches. So yes, we're booming and we haven't scratched the surface in North America. And we haven't even expanded internationally outside of Canada yet. So when we do, you guys, we have something so amazing right now in our laps that, seriously. So no matter where you are right now in your business, know that we're doing awesome things. We're going places, and you have an amazing team in front of you. Look at all these faces. My gosh. And we're only growing, and it's so, so, so exciting. So if you guys have any questions about this past weekend, anything at all, I would love to hear. So I don't always want to be the only one talking. I like to be interactive, but I did want to share a little bit again from what happened this past weekend, and I'll share more on our team page. But Jen, you just unmuted yourself. So
yeah, I had a question about Miguel's because I listened to that video that you posted. He was talking about, I guess, using the Team Beachbody app to send emails. I have that. I downloaded it a long time ago, but I haven't really used it. How does that work with?
How does it work with what?
With the email.
I've never used it either, but apparently it's gold. So I guess you find out their email address, you punch it in, you sign them up as your customer. So they don't even have to sign up. You sign them up through that portal. But from there, I don't know, but I can find out. I'm sure there's a tutorial on it.
Hey Jen, when I used mine, I think it gave me the option of going through notifications or through email.
Okay.
And I had one more question. On the oh my gosh, what page is it? The Beachbody, the
champion?
Yeah, Beachbody Champions page. Oh my gosh. My neck is hurting me. I can't even think straight right now.
Oh.
They were talking about quarter force being a sneak peek from Thursday to Sunday. Did they say anything about that at leadership?
See, I didn't even hear about it. I noticed it, I think it was Sunday, and I was like, oh, okay, that's gone.
Well, no, this Thursday to Sunday.
Oh,
And I didn't know if that was for everybody or if that was just for coaches.
I'm
Maybe
sure.
you can see it on the wall.
I'm sure it's from everybody. I mean, I wouldn't think it would just be exclusive for coaches, but
Yeah, because they haven't announced it at all. I only saw it there, so I just thought it was. I didn't know.
yeah, I thought it was. I thought I had missed it whenever I saw it.
Well, the way that she posted it made it sound like it was last weekend, but it wasn't. Everyone was like, "I don't have access." Just go. No, it's next Thursday.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right. So there is a digital challenge pack too that gives you 90 days of Quarter Force for the same price if you wanted the DVDs. Personally, I like to have them. I mean, I like to have the like the book, the meal plan, and all that. I mean, you can print it out on demand, but I personally like to have them in my possession. I mean, I don't always have. I don't know. That's just me. But anything else? Let's see who else on here. Is Jeremy on here? He won $500. This is so awesome. I love that, you guys. That's what I want all of our challengers to get, right? If we can all have them submit their before and after pictures to after this Quarter Force program with getting results, how awesome would that be? So that's, I guess, my whole point of this call is let's get people kick results. I can whisper that, so now we have some kiddos on the call. But seriously, like, I'm guilty of letting people fall through the cracks, and I'm kicking myself, and I'm mad at myself. I had a gut check this past week when people do fall through the cracks, and I don't chase them sometimes because I'm like, oh, well, they're not ready. You know what? I'm the coach. So I need to find out why did you stop? Why? And let's get back on, because you signed up for a reason, right? So I want this group to be hardcore. Let's do this, make people get results. So I'm so excited about it. What else? What do we have?
I thought about it. Sandy Buadana said it on the National Wake Up Call about the sneak peek for Thursday through Sunday, but I just don't remember the details of it.
Well, I'm assuming it's the same as it has been, like with yesterday. I don't know if it's.
I think it's because of Super Saturday, they were making it available for people doing the Super Saturdays and things like that, but making it available through that day. I'm pretty sure.
Sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because people don't have access to the actual program. I mean, and people want to do it at Super Saturday, so it makes a lot of sense. So who is going to Super Saturday? I see a lot of hands. I don't see Billy's hand though. Calling him out. Calling you out. I know Melissa runs hers. She runs a market council, which is awesome. I know that's a lot of hard work. Trust, I know, and girlfriend, good for you. I know you've had success with it, so kudos. Who else? Anything? Any other questions about the event? Again, I mean, there was no way to put it all into a call. I can't even all process it all still, there's so much. And even just talking to other coaches, that's just in itself another call, Wine gets you through it. Do you provide wine at your event? So do you have Lisa Mahajay coming? Is that your event, right? I love her. Anything else?
Heather posted Tough Love panel
Mhm.
leadership, and I listened to that this morning. It was really good.
I love it. Yeah.
Really, really good.
And I'll post it too. I mean, it's got Chris Reed in it, so how can you not love it? Like, he is hilarious. We were dying because he is not afraid to step on your toes, because he's like, look, former police officer or fireman, police officer. He's like, I built this business from the ground up. Yeah, I'm a guy. I'm not wanting to put my selfies on Facebook, but by God, I put it out there, and I've built this $1 million business. And if I can do it, and you can do it. And the whole, I don't know. I just love him. It's so funny. The first night, the elite night, was Wednesday night. Heather wasn't there. Ashleen wasn't there. I am pretty much on my own. My success partner was like, I'm not coming out of my room because she didn't feel cute or something. I don't know. It's silly. She ended up coming out. But so here I am, like, looking around like, who the hell am I going to sit with? Like, I don't know a lot of these people. So nice. Yay. So I see Chris Reed sitting at this table with a couple other coaches, and I'm like, I got this. Sat down, I'm like, hey, Chris. I was like, I just have to tell you I love your tough love aspect, because that is not, like, we're like night and day. Like, I am not tough love. I need some, just a little bit. Just give me a little bit. And he's just like, whatever. But that was cool, just talking to him, and just so many different personalities. It's so crazy, like, talking in so many different gyms. We have the rubies all over the place, the sapphires, and very few pearls that are there, but and some emerald personalities. But it was just fun talking to all the different coaches and, like, picking their brains. And at first it's a little intimidating, because you're like, oh, that's top 10 or whoever that is. And, like, just like this book says, I'm about to start reading, get over your dang self, right? The no BS blueprint to building a life-changing business. And that's what I had to do this past week, was get over myself, because really, you're not going to learn if you just worry about what people are thinking about you all the time. So anyway, I'm rambling, and you guys are so wonderful to sit here and listen. What else do we have before we get off? Hopefully those slides helped a little bit with talking to people. I know sometimes it's hard to pinpoint where you go with a conversation when somebody's interested in a challenge group or you're inviting someone. DC, awesome. Very, very cool. Have so much fun. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. Take pictures too. Take lots of pictures and post them and get people excited, because that's really attraction marketing for sure. So I see Yolanda's on here. Am I going to see you Saturday? Garnett, I see you're on here. I wonder how far you are from our Super Saturday. Okay. All right. Yeah. The quarter force stuff is awesome. I didn't get a whole lot. I don't know why, but I don't know what I got. Paul these really cool shorts. He has these really cute shorts that he wears all the time. I think he looks really cute in, and they kind of remind me of those. So I was like, ooh, and I got them, and they have quarter force on them. He looks so cute in them. So anyway, I did get a couple other things, but yeah, Jen and I are going to Super Saturday. She's staying with me this weekend, and we're gonna bond, and she's gonna have relaxed time and rest time, and we're gonna have girl time. Very excited. So all right, if you guys don't have anything else, I'm not going to keep you, but we'll take a picture, obviously. And if you have any questions between now and next week, we will have a guest speaker next week, and I'm excited about that. It's one of Tina Gonzalez's top coaches, which I love Tina. If you guys know her, she's incredible. And so I'm really excited about that. And again, if you have anything between now and then, obviously we'll have quarter force challenge packs are available on Monday. So a lot's going to go on between now and then. let's pump this up, you guys. Seriously, what we've got to share with people right now, I cannot wait. I'm so stoked. I mean, seriously, it's going to help so many people, and it just makes me very happy. Ooh, somebody said
Did you decide on a start date?
What is it?
Did you decide on a start date?
Oh, okay, so here's my thinking, and you guys just let me know what your thoughts are. But I thought the 14th simply because not everybody's going to purchase it as soon as it happens, right? I mean, ideally, we would love for them to just get it the first week, but I do want to allow people time to figure out if they want to join us. I mean, granted, I want to start it as soon as possible, but I do want to kind of start at the same time so we're all in it together. We all bind together. So I feel like if we say the 7th, it's going to close the gap on so many people we can reach out to. Is that cool?
Mhm.
The 14th, that gives us 2 weeks once it's
Yeah.
launched. Okay. And granted, yes, we have on demand and they can start it as soon as that, but they're not going to have the Shakeology, and they're not going to have, if they decide to do the performance line, which I'm highly suggesting, like Lisa said, she woke up this morning and she's like, my body feels like, and I'm like, yeah. And it's funny because before you had asked about the performance line and I didn't know because I didn't look at the meal plan, and it's like, yeah, you need to consider the performance line for the energy and definitely the recovery because you are breaking your fibers down in your body. So it's definitely highly recommended. So I want to make sure people have that in their possession before they start the workout hardcore. So I don't want them to be discouraged if they feel a lot of pain from, even though there's a modifier and it's not too terribly intense if you make it intense, but still on demand's wonderful, but not having the other stuff in their possession, I feel like we need to extend that time. So that's the reason why I thought the 14th would be, and I don't want to wait too long either. So, but that's just my thoughts. If you have other thoughts, and let me know. But
Did you see that picture that I posted on my team page on the Hugo on the Beachbody Performance tent that they had for the Ironman competition?
where was it?
Hughes. It was in Wilmington, North Carolina this last weekend.
Oh, cool.
They had a whole Beachbody Performance was, I don't know who, but they had a whole tent printed Beachbody Performance. They were giving people the stuff throughout the race. So I don't know if it was, if it was a coach or if it was, corporate or what.
Well, I mean,
But-
that's their sponsor. I mean, we're
Yeah,
sponsored
exactly.
now. So, and Leslie Cortez had posted that same kind of situation a couple weeks ago. She's like, "Oh, look, we're at this Ironman event, and they've got Beachbody Performance everywhere." So that's another thing to use that, guys. I mean, Ironman is serious, and if they're partnered up with us, then
Well, and also too, I don't know if anybody else saw, but Beachbody is coming out with a performance line clothing too. I mean, Natalie, you saw it, but I didn't hear anything from you. And
yeah. So
and-
there's a section in where you buy your wear and share, and they're like, you can't purchase this stuff now, but you can look at it. I'm like, oh my god, it was so nice. This stuff was so nice. So it's apparently coming in Summit, and our hope is they're going to tie volume to it. So that being said, when your customers buy our performance line, think like the leggings, you actually get paid for it. Now, if somebody buys a shirt, nobody gets anything but Beachbody, right? Which I'm still going to buy the stuff anyway, but if it ties to volume.
Yep.
So that's something that I'm hoping is in stuff. I mean, I think our stuff anyway is always really nice. And if you get a shirt or whatever, it's usually really good material. This is like top of the line stuff. So yeah, I completely forgot to talk about that. Thank you.
they said that they had people from I think it was Puma and also Adidas work together with them and putting this stuff together.
So it makes you think they're going to tie something more than just You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. And they're also talking about selling it in Nordstrom's and somewhere else. There was another name that they talked about, but I didn't recognize the name.
Interesting. Yeah, I was ready to buy this stuff. I'm like, yeah, not yet. Get your paws off. Dude. But it's very cool. So yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna eventually come around. But
And just thought I would just mention this, you said about my volume. And while we were on, I checked. And this was one of my customers that signed up as a customer from September of 2013. And she bought $300 worth of Shakeology.
see, that's when you never know. When you get assigned people, when they are gonna just out the blue, just blow your office out. What just happened? Somebody I don't even know just decided to buy their whole family Shakeology. So that's awesome. Good for you.
Yep.
Granted, they probably paid like $50 in shipping because it wasn't HD. That's why I want to contact the people who I'm like, why? You can cancel it. The shipping's like $2 or $7 in Canada, but you just spent like $30 in shipping.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, it's so expensive. I'm like, well, then there's a reason why there's a $2 shipping fee. Okay. All right. Well, let's take a picture. Anybody who is not showing their face that wants to. This is the time. There's Yo-Yo. Hi, Yo. Anybody else? Hey, Debbie. Anybody else? Jen? No, Tammy can't. So, okay. On 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll take another one. 1, 2, 3. We have a good-looking team, man. All right. Well, thank you guys for getting on. I hope this gave you some sort of value. Again, I'm going to post throughout the next week some of the videos from leadership so you can get a better idea and so that, that's sweet. So that you can get kind of an insight of a little bit of what I saw and took in and all that. But I didn't want to put it all out there at one time and totally overwhelm you. So I feel like breadcrumbing is probably going to be the best for you guys to get it all in. But thank you guys for everything you do. I'm so excited about our team. Sneak peek, not sneak peek. I'm still jet lagged. I did a good job doing this call considering, let me tell you. What is it? Hi, little one. How are you feeling? He looks like he's doing good, Samantha. Good. Hi.
You tell her hi. Hi.
Hi. Are you feeling better?
Mm-hmm. Are you feeling
Good.
better? Say much better.
Good. So glad.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Well, I'll post this in the page, and if you have anybody you need to tag, then feel free. Oh, we grew. Or I don't know what we did. All right. I'll talk to you later. Love you.